next year Worlds? Oh shoot, I'd definitely be down to go. Alright, let's focus. Let's win this game. I'm probably gonna do a top to bot full clear in this Nidalee. Definitely want to path bot because I mean you have double range. If I want to go blue form, I mean honestly anytime you're playing Kayn, pathing bot is always gonna be the best, most valuable thing for you because I mean, realistically speaking. Yo, what's up Logan? Thanks for the raid, man. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. I gotta play some Briar today for you. Logan viewers, I'm quite the Logan enjoyer. See, I've always enjoyed watching Logan, but I've become more of a fan because I started learning how to play Briar. I'm doing a unranked to challenger no Kayn on one of my accounts, and Logan is indeed the GOAT for learning how to become a god tier Briar. I was actually so anxious about like not being able to play Briar after the nerfs, but he reassured me that the champ will stay fine, so that was perfect. Yo, Extreme Games, thanks so much for those bits, buddy. Thank you, man. That's awesome, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's get a W. Oh, I got you, pal. Pretty interesting clear by Nidalee here so far. It looks like she's maybe doing like either a very... No, she's doing a bot to top full clear. I was going to say, she's very slow. She shouldn't be that slow. I guess she's not that slow. She's like a little bit slower than me, but I feel like in most Nidalees I see path faster. I don't know if it's because she started blue or... I don't know. Most of the time, if you're gonna have like a slower clear, you just do Raptor start. But like usually, if I'm a jungler that can't path faster than the enemy jung, I'll just start Raptors. If you're also a strong early game, it's pretty like hard to meet the exact requirement. I watched Logan for Briar. He's got some epic tutorials. He's got a good music taste too. You know, full glaze, full love for me. If you got a good music taste and you're really good at your champion and I can learn from you, I think that's like full glaze. Especially because he's a jungler. I feel like junglers, we don't get enough love, you know. All my junglers in chat could probably relate where we're like the most hated people always. At least like scaling junglers, you know. If you play like a early game jungler, really? Interesting. Okay, I mean, I just figured because they want a Draven cash out, but it's fine. Okay. Oh, the Nidalee's probably around here somewhere. Neither time nor violence will end. Yo, thank you, Kayn Gaming. The RKG wished me the happy birthday. Thanks, buddy. Young experience is so sad. Yeah. The only time I got love as a jungler was when I played like a ridiculously strong early game jungler and just perma ganked, you know. But I feel like a lot of you that watch are probably similar to me, where you prefer the scaling or at least mid game spike junglers. And yeah, you get full hate. Because your teammates don't really understand like the concept and the meaning of like spiking. They're like, what's that? Why are you ganking me right now? Kick my lane. Yeah, it's kind of a weird construct to imagine. See, most of the time when I see a rotating Twitch across the map, it's AP Twitch because they're able to pick up so many freebies, but this is an 80 Twitch rotating across the map. Very weird. Yeah, I think the structure of this game is very awkward at the moment. Maokai's doing a stellar job of holding that wave, so I'm not even going to catch the wave. I mean, you can get the solo XP if you want, so I think it's better for me to just reset my camps and then I could go to Scuttle here on spawn. Any delay might lead to me not being able to get that Scuttle, and if I miss out on the Scuttle, like he gets the XP in mid, which is great for him because he gets an earlier 6 than at least, I presume. And then I also get the value of top Scuttle. So I think it's a win-win for us. Normally though, you do want to catch free waves. I'm playing red or blue this game. Definitely blue because you have 1-2 champs that I can one-shot. They're also 2.5 melee, 2.5 range, so I could technically go whatever form I want first. But if I'm able to one-shot more than like 2 or 3 targets, I typically lean towards blue. So be able to one-shot Yone, be able to one-shot Twitch, be able to one-shot Lee's. Like Nidalee, Diana can get Zhonya's, but even still, they're still moderately squishy. You play Nunu, so everyone fucks with you heavy. You know, actually, one of the best Nunu players in all of North America was in chat earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but K9's really awesome, good at Nunu, super cool. I hear she smells really nice too. You know, some weirdo at TwitchCon told me that. Not gonna say who. Not gonna say who. But there was a weirdo. There was a lot of weirdos actually. I was like, why do you know that? And they were like, I don't know. Just relaying information. So, you know, you can't shoot the messenger, right? I didn't do anything wrong. It was them who was weird, right? Totally. I'm not just making up stuff. Oh, man. Wow, that's a really far-range Q. You know, honestly, when I think about it, I think every top laner should just learn how to play Mbessa. After playing, like, 7 games of top lane, I feel like I have enough weight to my opinion to say Mbessa is the best top laner in the game. Yo, what the heck? Extreme Games with all the bits, too. You know, I was saving this for a future subject, but I will say Extreme Games. I did not know that you were a singer. I saw one of your Insta stories, and you had a really good voice, my friend. See, I'm not just saying that because you donated. I just felt like now is gonna be an appropriate time because what time better than now? But I think that's really cool. It's always cool to see what you guys are up to in your free time. I always like stalking my viewers. Stalking you guys is like my favorite thing ever. Wow. Yeah, I definitely want to look for the gank and bot here. This is where dive is like extremely free as long as Nidalee is around. So we gotta kind of like scour the perimeter, make sure I use my E to like kind of like watch around these areas, make sure no one's gonna like be able to pop up and see us. I mean, she should be up on grubs anyway, regardless. So we're gonna use our E right here as like a tactical like scouting maneuver. And once we get like full recognition that no one's there, then we're gonna start looking for the play. So we're gonna enter in early, and we're gonna look to okay, that's kind of a bad flash because I was ignited. Yeah, I want to make sure I could get inside the guy regardless, but yeah, no, I kind of precasted my flash, not understanding that I was going to get ignited. That was my bad. I think it's still worth, because if you think about it, we got plates and orbs and also got a 1-for-1. It would have been like peak if Draven got the kill, because you really want Draven to cash out as much as he can, especially in the early game, so he gets those early spikes so he could kind of just dominate, take over the game. Because I think... Is this BT itemization? I don't know what BT itemization is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Wow, that's really expensive components. Pickaxe, Vam Scepter, and a BF sword. Wow. It makes sense why only champs like Draven could really like benefit from it, or MF. Champs that are gonna like stay around in lane for a long time to actually be able to get that gold. Saying infinite amounts of dashes and no mana makes a great champion. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Unpopular opinion, maybe? How about champions that have mana that will never run out of mana, like Cassante? Have you ever seen a Cassante run out of mana? Because if so, that player should probably be banned. I played a good amount of Cassante, and I don't think he should ever run out of mana, ever. I will say, honestly, the reason that dive wasn't perfect is because I rushed it. I forced the dive to go a little bit faster than usual because I figured that if Nidalee wasn't around, she probably would be around in time. Because her being on grubs was kind of a guess. It was kind of like a 50-50. There's no real way to know or guarantee, basically. I mean, that's fine. I think, I really got thrown to the lions there, huh? Wow. Cassante is the best top laner, not gonna lie. The thing is, he does get countered by a lot of champions. I don't think Mbessa has to deal with hard counters as much as Cassante does. That's the only reason why I'd say Mbessa is better than Cassante. Because I think she's like easier in a lot of matchups. Like even like ranged top laners like fucking Vayne or shit, you could easily counter with your ulti later on. But I feel like Cassante, he has like this spacing problem. But he also has the ability to stonewall a lot of top laners, so he's definitely top three. Top three best top laners in the game. Bit of a rough start for me, honestly. I'm trying really hard to like force my form, but I don't really have great synergy between my bot lane. That's really the main deciding factor on if you're gonna like have a good early game or mid game or not, is your synergy with your teammates. I think people really underestimate how important synergy is. That's why a lot of times the best jungler is gonna be someone that can like kind of mesh into any team. So like, you know, if your team's not doing well, you kind of mesh and play towards what your team's strengths are, as opposed to like, you know, you play away from their weaknesses and you play towards their strengths. Being able to like capture what that is, I think it's pretty important. Like this game, I would say our strengths is probably going to be our mid laner. We actually have like a pretty nice comp, so the reason why I say our mid laner's doing pretty good. And we also have the double dive with AP 80 Assassin. So it's basically impossible to itemize for their backline. Their backline should not have a way to ever survive, ever. So if Echo continues to do good, then Nidalee Diana can invest gold into a Zanya, because Echo will just one-shot them regardless. And, you know, his W is a great counter to Zanya as well. And then, you know, obviously, if they're not getting armor, I'm going to be able to take over the game as well. So I think that's definitely like kind of the where my head's at with this game, why I'm kind of like more comfortable. And also bot lane's just doing fine on their own. They don't need to be our carries, they could just be like self-sufficient. Oh wait, I just realized, so the way I've been playing really aggressive with my support, and the reason why he's been playing so safe is because he's playing like the worst iteration of Maokai, which is AP Maokai. AP Maokai support is horrific. Because you're playing a champion that you really want to like use as an engage tool, and you're kind of using him as like a damage source when you already have like a full comp of damage. So you don't really need extra damage from your support, right? You get me? So it's kind of like a little awkward. I think right there, because I was able to get so many hits on so many people, I get form. Yeah, and also getting the kill trade for my flash. If you could ever get a kill for your flash, especially pre-form, you should always flash. As long as you, obviously, you know, you're not going to die afterwards. Like, I didn't have any fear, like, oh yeah, I'm going to die. It's doomed. Right? I mean, he wants me to go top, but I mean, there's not really anything for me to do in top. It's my Maokai pinging me, so I'm just gonna... Oh, he wants me to wait. I'm not sure what he's pinging to wait for. What am I waiting for? Huh. What? He said, wait us if you want to win. I'd question mark, what am I waiting for? He thinks they're gonna fight us on Rift? Why would they fight us on Rift? We already won the feats of strength. Rift instantly becomes like a low priority objective. They're gonna try to steal it from afar. Oh yeah, there's the 80 AP assassin dive I just talked about. Kayn can't build mana man anymore. The thing is, you don't really have mana problems. You don't really run out of mana ever, so I don't really see the reason why you would ever need it or slash want it. Oh, I knocked him out of my queue. So quite unfortunate. I actually don't blame Draven for flashing there, because realistically, if you look at Yone's ulti, it is a little bit misleading. His ulti reaches out a little bit further than what you'd initially anticipate. Oh, what? I smited early. That was bad. I think that's the hunger coming in. I'm pretty hungry. I'm waiting for my food to come, so. I know it's like serious copium, but I feel like you guys know me pretty well. You guys know that I'm like a really good smiter. I hope when you think of me, you think I'm a really good smiter. So you know I'm not coping, I'm just hungry. But my food should be coming after this, so... I was literally saving my appetite for what is to come.
Every course a lesson, every threat target.
I think just farming right now is fine. We can go for dragging like a minute and a half here. Just farm up and then I'll reset afterwards.
Our enemy.
The biggest way of dodging a skill shot. What? I knew that Nidalee was there, but she ignited so early. She ignited as if I was gonna like stay on her and fight her. Which I would honestly never. He is one of the best copers. Zero copage out of this man's. Quack. What's up, Ducky? How's it going? How's it quacking? Right there, actually probably would have been best to buy my tier 3 boots to get as strong as possible. I want to be strong in terms of damage, but I'd have a lot of CD. And I'd have a lot of MS, so I'd be able to like weave in and out of the fight smoothly. Oh yeah, see this? They're getting armor. So this is where Echo needs to start like popping off for us. So Echo's like basically set up for success here. If anything, it would probably be best to give Echo the gold, but the thing is that I pretty much always like to take the gold. I find myself to be like a bit of a control freak. Yo, what's up, Diacro? One of my favorite people. And thank you for that tier 3 for 28 months. Not just hit me with the 28 months, but the tier 3. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday so far. You got any big plans for the weekend, my boy? I hear a lot of people are going to Halloween parties this Saturday. I don't think I've ever been to a Halloween party. I've never been invited, nor have I sought out one. But I am gonna be at home dressed up as a big thing of mustard. So I'll probably get some candy and watch some classic horror movies. That actually sounds like a 10 out of 10 experience. Just securing the kill is all. Well, the way that I view League, I kind of view similar to like basketball. Like if you consider yourself to be the best player on the team, then you want to be the one who's carrying and using the ball as much as possible, right? Like there's gonna be times where you pass and you set your teammates up, but consistently you are looking to be the one who's doing a lot of the work, right? Kind of putting the team on your back, so to say. Can you TP bot? You have TP to go down there and I don't. I'm shoving in the wave because you have TP and I don't. It was a good play by me because I killed top, I got top tower, and then Ambessa TP's down to save the Otacon. But I guess
enough for now.
You can't really control what's going on, I guess. You're scared of Mass to go anywhere? Oh. Well, I'll probably be here for you, buddy, if you want to watch a stream of League of Legends. Sail well.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Kayn's mother tried to abort him with a coat hanger. Wow, that is Quite some dialogue my team is saying. What a disgusting thing to say to someone. Hey, what's up, Bob? How's your Friday going, buddy? You got any weekend plans? Low-key might go to my friend's Halloween party, but I don't know. Broke my ankle 2 months ago. What? Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened, if you don't mind me asking? I hope you're feeling better. I hope they gave you some really good medication. I know whenever I hurt my back, they gave me some really good shit. Yeah, Diana's just too tanky.
Your mistake.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nice, not bad.
Fool's
I don't play League anymore, and I was interested, but I don't hate it. I see, I see. She's definitely gonna go for Krugs here, so I'm gonna back off. I'm not gonna try to contest that. Nidalee and Twitch are gonna look for that, so I'm just gonna back off entirely. I think it wouldn't be horrible to go for like Edge of Night here. I could also maybe go for Opportunity if I want to just go like full damage. Nah, but I mean, they have some defensive items. I should get at least one. Kind of griefer. Kind of icky to call a griefer autistic, no? Well, it depends if the person who has autism. See, maybe it's like, you know, someone who has it saying it. I feel like a lot of League players do, especially in high elo. What I always say, high elo is like two types of individual, autistic or ADHD. And that's perfectly fine. And then there's like that holy, the holy fucking high elo players that are like a step above the rest, where they have both, you know. I'm definitely ADHD if you guys haven't caught on to that one. But yeah, I wouldn't say someone has autism as like a way to belittle them, like put them down to make them feel bad. But I do think that like it's like 50-50. 50% high elo. Well, actually it's probably higher than that. It's probably like 60%. 60% high elo, autistic, 60% ADHD. And then they meet somewhere in the middle ground, you know. Dude, the reason I started playing Kayn. Oh, really? Got a medical grade fentanyl before wisdom teeth surgery? You felt great after waking up? Jesus. I got like this horse tranquilizer type thing. What? I also got some like trazodone or tramadol. One of them is like an antidepressant. The other one's like a pain medication. Whichever one's the pain medication is the one I got. I didn't mean you said it. Someone in your chat said it. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think I said it, but sometimes I forget because I got a 30-second delay, right? ADHD and autism are linked? Really? I don't think I've ever been considered autistic, but I am very ADHD brain, I'll tell you that much. I don't know enough about it to speak on it, but... What do you think all my teammates that were flaming the Kayn are thinking now?
Double kill.
Are you afraid now? You
He's trying to take credit for the Baron steal. Dude, this is what I talk about when I talk about master tier players' egos. The only reason I don't turn off chat is so you lower ranked players can see that Masters players are just as toxic as like lower elo players, and that's why a lot of like GM challenger players will like habitually shit on Masters players. It's not because they think they're all bad. Like there's obviously some good ones, but the bad ones that are toxic with ego really outshine the good ones. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, thanks, Drazen. Where's that resubbing? Yeah, thanks, buddy. I feel like a lot of League players are also just acoustic. Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with it either. We're gonna find a reason to flame you. Yeah, literally, bro. ADHD and autism are often commodities together. Really? I didn't know that. Today I learned. See, that's why I love streaming. I always learn something new. I like to consider my mind to be a sponge where I could just soak up information.
By the way, this was KarasMai.
Yo, what's up, Yakuus?
My fab streamer less than 3.
Oh, my favorite ice cream enjoyer. I hope you've been well. Oh, damn. I had a clean one shot on the Twitch in 2 seconds if she didn't hit that. It's cognitive bias. Mind remembers bad things because of it. Yeah, it's valid. Yeah, because when you factor in the fact that there's like 10 players in this game, and you know the Echo hasn't said anything toxic. I mean the Draven, I don't think the Draven has either. Draven hasn't said anything toxic. It's just Maokai and Ambessa, so I guess I'm just paying attention more to that. I think it's just more so the fact that one player in your game being toxic could really change the complete trajectory of how the game goes. So it's not necessarily meaning that majority is toxic, it's just that it's consistently more toxic than other elos, so you're guaranteed to find it in your games and have it impact your games more often than not. As opposed to when you play in Challenger GM, I would say it's quite the anomaly to have a toxic player impact the outcome of a game. It is, like, you know, not every player in Challenger is like Tarzan, right? I think he's definitely the anomaly in terms of, like, you know, what you consistently run into. Oh my god, the fucking meat grinder, boys. Holy moly. Feel bad for that Yone, knowing he has so much damage, but he just gets one shot. Even with Immortal Shield Bow. Now that I'm a Yone player, a newcoming Yone player, I would say. Am I happy in life? Yeah, very. I was pretty miserable these last 2 weeks because I was like so sick. I was so angry, so irritable. That's why maybe this last couple weeks I might have seemed like a little bit different on stream, just because I was really sick. And I just hate being sick. And I think it's the longest I've been sick in like years. Probably in like, oh man, probably like 8-9 years. That's the longest I've been sick. It was like a solid 2 weeks of just feeling like horrible. Not being able to eat, not being able to sleep right, everything hurt. So I would say, aside from that, I would say I'm pretty happy. I'm probably the happiest I've been in years. Sorry? No, don't be sorry. It's fine. People get sick. I appreciate your concerns. Good to see you ignore the toxic Ambessa. Yeah, no, I don't really allow myself to get affected by like toxicity. I laugh at it and I'll acknowledge it and I'll even let chat see it just to show them that like high elo isn't as different as lower elo as people might think in terms of like what people say and how they act. But a lot of people, they think like, they see the challenger games and they think like all high elo is like that, or all high elo is not super toxic and, you know, angry. Woo-hoo-hoo. I knew he wanted me. I flashed just in case he had flash. I honestly didn't remember if he did or not. No one's really like pinging timers for me to like acknowledge. Your virus variant is shit. A lot. Yeah, it might be that. I know a lot of people that have been getting sick lately. Feeling better now? Yeah, feeling a lot better. I just got a little bit of a cough still, but other than that, I'm good, Papa Tam. By the way, hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Love to see you as always.
My greatness has been realized.
Oh, not this Delph guy. Legendary chatter Delph. He comes in with a new copy pasta every day. Oh, Jesus. Red Kayn feels so strong right now. Yeah, I'm glad you think that because I personally agree. I've climbed so much OP on I've climbed like 400 OP in like the span of like 4 or 5 days earlier this week, and I would say 95% of those games were Red Kayn. And every single game, I felt like I was robbing victories. I was stealing victories. I wasn't winning jungle, but I would just get to mid game and just no one could outperform me. On Challenger, like that's the thing. It was on my Challenger account too, which felt really good. When I'm like consistently winning on my main account with a form, I definitely think that's like a clear indicator that the champ feels pretty smooth, pretty solid. We'll have G-Ave. I think that's like the two things that are gonna guarantee that we win this game, and then it's gonna be guaranteed GGs is me resetting in that GA, and then also the what am I call it? My flash timer. If they stay and fight here, they might think that half us are reset, so they might try to fight. I know she has Zanya. She's probably gonna use that safely, so I'm just gonna utilize my Cloud Soul there. Get some poke. Can play through the mid wave. I still have a lot of damage, so I don't necessarily need the reset. Someone say throbbing? I don't think anyone said throbbing. I think that was you. Alright, good night, Aatrox Abuser. Yeah, I figured you'd go to bed at some point. You're at EUNE. It's probably like extremely late.